Ryan. Working from home during this pandemic can leave you a little stir crazy. TMJ4 launched the Rebound Milwaukee to provide resources that can help you recover as our community begins to try to get back to normal. Our Pete Zervakas joins us now with how to stay mentally sharp when you've been forced to move your office home. Pete, good morning.
Well, Susan, surveys on whether working from home causes depression are mixed. A Mental Health America survey showed 3/4 of Americans believed working remotely is less stressful.
But a study by the United Nations surveyed people in 15 countries, including the U.S., and found 41% of at-home workers called themselves highly stressed. In people who only worked on site, that number was just 25%. One way to try and minimize stress: stay organized and manage your time well. The online magazine Work at Home Moms has some tips on how to do so. Create a designated workspace. Don't just set up in the middle of the action, especially if you've got kids home from school. When you're trying to focus on work, plus the kids, plus housework that's piling up, it can be easy to get overwhelmed. Make a list at the start of each workday. What do you have to accomplish today? You can spend the last 10 minutes of your workday making the list for the next day. Organizing your thoughts is a good way to relieve stress about the day ahead. Think about your peak hours. When are you most productive? As you structure your workload for the day, schedule those hardest tasks during that time. And screen your calls. Just because you're at home doesn't mean you should be taking personal calls from friends or relatives. That's an easy way to get off task, fall behind, and that'll stress you out. So here's the Rebound Rundown. Stay organized by using lists and creating a designated workspace. And manage your time well by screening your calls and scheduling difficult tasks when you're most productive.
All sounds a lot easier than it actually is, right? But going above and beyond to avoid unnecessary stress while you're working at home, according to experts, will help keep you fresh so that way when, hopefully, Susan, things do go back to normal, you're more productive and you're ready to go at that time.
I'll have to use some of your tips, Pete. Thank you. Well, if you need resources to help you manage the pressure of this pandemic, including ways parents can help kids transition back to life when Safer at Home gets lifted, you can always head to tmj4.com/rebound.